Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Damien Hall, Crazy Lace from Guy. When I'm in New York, I check out CultureShare. Peace.
Is Calypso Sobriquet, the Soca General, from his 1992 album, and that song you just heard was the Party Music. Soca Nation is the title of the 1992 album, and you must be looking out for the Soca General on CultureShare. He'll be on live singing much more of the ditties from this great album, an album you have to look out for. It's really good. It was recorded at the In Session Studios in New Jersey, and the arrangements was done by Cherry Ince of D Rebels. I am Harold PYSADEE, and it's always a pleasure to welcome you to CultureShare. We have another great program lined up for you, and we're going to get right into the action. We begin with the Hunter Man, the Scrunter, the man who rocked the place in Trinidad and Tobago over the Christmas season with his soca parang all over the place. But here he is with one of his biggest ditties from his repertoire, The Woman on the Bass. Check it out.
Well, there we go. Give me a little dance now, give me a little thing now. Rock it up. All the singing it then. Sing it then. I was standing in the grandstand up in the savannah. Digging this Indian girl, beating bass band, coming up in the spot. The symphony in G, arranged by Clyde Bradley, make the spectators leave the stand and run out to the band while she play bum 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 bum. The crowd shout and say bum 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 bum. What they want? Right? Well, let me hear the woman on the bed. G.B.T.V bum 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 ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. There we go. First band for the day, how people break away. Cause all the while I tell you, what they were hearing is only brass and DJ. Dust raising in the air, woman whining like they care. This Indian girl tries, she shut on she belly, beating a sweet, sweet melody. On the bass, bum bum padam, bum 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 bum. The crowd went rampant, bum bum padam, bum 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 bum. Come here, the woman on the bass. Hey, you want the woman on the bass? Oh yeah, the woman on the bass. G.B.T.V bim 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 bim, bum 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 bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Bam, 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 bam. All I pan you want to. My friends, this is one thing I have to mention. How disappointed were the foreigners after coming down here to hear mass. But get desperados, now them on their toes. Took away all the frustration, keep them whining in the sun. Clouds at the row, bam bam badam, bam bam bam. Despagi we more, bam bam badam, bam bam bam. Oh yeah 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 yeah. Sing the thing. What they want? She be done bum 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 badam. Oh yo 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 yo. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Hey. Back it up. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Carnival came to me asking, "Scrunta, where happening?" I bring my girl down here to hear the boys and them. Now how embarrassing is when going up a Frederick Street. I hear like something beat. Things sounding sweet, sweet, sweet. That was the case. Bam, bam, badam, bam, bam, bam. The girl hold me around and look it, and look it, and look it, and look it. Hey, yeah, woman on it. Here we go.
Owen Reyes Johnson, the Scrunter, live on CultureShare, and he was captured there in Carriacou doing his very popular Woman on the Bass. And he's a former monarch too in Trinidad. Remember that he won with this tune called The Will in the 1980s.
Is that with the Crapo on the stage?
No, he came back the other year with Crapo Revolution, and he came last.
Oh, okay.
So he came first the year before, and he came last the next year. So he win both ways. He come first in front and first behind. All right. At this point, too, CultureShare would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the major winners in the Trinidad Carnival competition. First of all, the Exodus Steel Orchestra for running away with the Panorama Championship this year, the first time ever. I mean, when you think of Panorama in Trinidad, you think of Amoco Renegades, you think of Despers, you think of Starlive. But this year, the Exodus Steel Orchestra ran away, and CultureShare would like to say all kudos and congratulations to the Exodus Steel Orchestra. And also, we like to say a special congrats to the Calypso King of the World, the Mighty Sparrow, who captured the Calypso Monarch again in Trinidad. Well, to tell you the truth, I think it was a foregone conclusion anyway. Personally, that is. But from all reports, he really performed at his best. In the semi-finals, the report we got, he was the best performer there at the semi-finals. And he came back, and people were saying, well, Stalin wasn't in the semi-finals, Stalin going in the finals, so it's he and Stalin Sunday night. Well, Stalin came 6th, Crocro came 2nd, Watchman 3rd, and Chalkdust 4th. But the Mighty Sparrow once again winning the Calypso Monarch title. That is the 8th time that the Mighty Sparrow has won that crown. Indeed, the Calypso King of the World. We move on now with more action on CultureShare. The next performer is a Grenadian. He goes by the name of the Crazy Angle. Don't ask me where he got that name from. That's the way he calls himself. Crazy Angle captured at the La Sucrière, formerly the Sugar Mill, in St. George's, doing Desiree.
Saturday night I went to party. As I reach out, they do some silly crazy. The way them shouting out to crazy. Plenty young girls staring at me. Before I could jump to shake me body. 4 of them they come straight to me. Diane and Maria Desiree. All of them want piece of them. The way that you watch me, that is no lie. I cannot stand it, so you make cry. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all you want to kill me in this spice island. It's making sweet life for me. For she ordered 3 friends and not to see. I said it's a special night for me. Through the cars I wind up in this party. 4 of them they hook up on me. I can't get space to move me body. I said in me mind I get hooked by this, but behind me was my friend Rocky. I call him quickly to assist me for me strength of this misery. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all I want to kill me in this spice island. The way the 4 girls get down with me, I have to run out from the party. After I run out from the party, I make it home, go straight in the bed. A fever fly up inside the head. I say surely I'm going to death. Listen what mommy come telling me. She don't think I go live to see Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all you want to kill me in this spice island. Way in difficulties, well I day in trouble with me mommy. She tell me please don't go to party, but I find my way back in a party. She tell me get on me knees and pray. Same time I get on me knees and pray. She tell me do just as what she say, otherwise she go get in trouble today. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, all you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, man, you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, man, you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree, told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. Told me so, Desiree. Please let me go, Desiree. I can't take this jam, man, you want to kill me in this spice island. Desiree.
The Crazy Angle, Desiree, on CultureShare. We'll be right back with much more entertainment for you after these messages. We move on with the entertainment on CultureShare. The Calypso Tent, recreated in Calypso by the various depictions of the various Calypsonians to make the Calypso Tent a glorious place to be. Seen through the eyes of the relator at Golden Pavilion.
In those days it was 10 cents to go and hear the Calypsonians. But a lot of us couldn't pay to go and hear them. So what we used to do is to peep through the hole in the galvanize and look at the famous Calypsonians. Apart from that, they used to always have a message. And whenever you go to hear them, you're sure to have a laugh because they were humorous. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to bring it back. And when I introduce the various singers, you're going to give me a round of applause in between, okay? So the master of ceremonies would come on stage and he would say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our Calypso show is about to start, but before doing so, we would like to thank you sincerely for coming here this evening." And the first singer on the program happens to be Mr. Action. And this is how he would go. Hey! Give me name is the commander is begging the public, please, oh God. Give me name ease, the commander is begging the public please. To be a public entertainer is very bad, especially in this island of Trinidad. Anyway, I pass these people does make me so shame. Every day you could hear them calling me name. Hello, commander, where you say? How she going? You okay? Nice, right away. And so they calling me name for the whole damn day. Ra, you clap there, ba ba da, ba da ba da, ba 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 da, ba ba da da do, ba ba da. Another nice one by Commander was this. Some guests at the wedding were a damn disgrace. You know they move away with the bride necklace. The musicians get a trumpet, saxophone and bass, and they had everybody moving about in haste. Then an old man came down quite from south. You know they take a false teeth from inside him out. And a woman sit down by ninja one man's son. You know they snatch it from she hand and start to run. They find the ice cream flavor should have essence of vanilla, a little milk and sugar. How they cake more egg and butter, the rice should be softer and the chicken should be younger. But still them up in all the liquor from the decanter. The masala was raw and sour. Oh, the old sauce water, it had no salt, no pepper. The seeds of the cucumber stick inside the water bladder. But of course I waiting on the moppers at the wedding of Commander. Your next singer on the program happens to be the hot boy of the original Young Brigade 1965. Fella known as Lord Blakey, and this is how Blakey used to do it. I was playing a boss, but look at me cross. Friends, this thing reads so far. Quite in the south, still in a doubt. I pick up with Maria. Introduce her to me, darling, that's Lord Blakey. Oh, what a lovely face. She put on she angel smile on me, and that was the case. Look up all in Maria. Girl, I want you so bad. Maria, if you leave me now, we'll be sad. Yeah. I don't know what made me love so, but she catch me sweet, what she give me to rub. The only gentleman to beat Sparrow in a competition was the Calypso King 1961. And he sang a lovely calypso. It goes something like this. His name is Mr. Cletus Ali. He used to sing like this. Why are you getting this echo? Right. Let us suppose they pass a law. They don't want people living here anymore. Let us suppose they pass a law. They don't want people living here anymore. Everybody got to find a country according to your race originally. What a confusion I go cause in the place. They go have to shoot me in space, because they're sending Indians to India and the Negroes back to Africa. Can somebody please just tell me where they're sending for me? I am neither one of the other. A 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So if they're serious about sending back people for true, they got to split me in two. That was Douglas. My favorite Calypsonian is a gentleman called Fitzgerald Henry, better known as the Mighty Terror. And this is how he does do it. Since a small I living with women, and all I could get from them is false children. Some with blue eyes and some like Chinese. Any kind of child, make girl, make she stick me. But I'm waiting on her patiently. Is about 10 months now she kissed me. And you know the bold-faced woman just tell me, any kind of child that born in the house, I am the daddy. I first ashamed and don't tell nobody. Chinese children calling me daddy. You know my mother doesn't want to beat me when Chinese children calling me daddy. A black like jet and she just like her baby. Well, it is left, right, in front and behind me.
Well, I can't make no child with the eyes so chinky. Myself and my girl black, we are no Chinese. So it is very plain that you can see some Chinese putting milk in my coffee. Cause when I plant corn, I reap in Tanya, not me. I done with Imelda. I know when a Negro clash with a Negro, they can't make no other kind of child but a Congo. That's why I shame I don't tell nobody. Chinese children calling me daddy. You know my mother doesn't want to beat me when.
A kind of performance that only a class Calypsonian can exhibit. That's Relator at the Golden Pavilion doing his old time, going back to the tents and impersonating some of the famous Calypsonians to come out of them. And as a matter of fact too, he's the second former Calypso monarch from Trinidad and Tobago to be performing on CultureShare. We had Scrunter earlier on and we just had Relator. Now last weekend there was a special celebration in Brooklyn by the youth arm of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, made up of young people from the Caribbean, and they had a celebration in observance of Black History Month, which ended in February. At that culture show there was a performance by a young lady from Grenada. Her name is Lisa Frederick. She went up for the Missile of Spice in 1990 and came second, but she was in an entirely different role, doing two poems that really won the hearts of the audience. The first one is about respect, and that one is going to be followed by a tribute to the late Dr. Martin Luther King. Here's Lisa Frederick.
Excuse me, do I know you? Do you know me? Yes, I do know you. You're the brother always hanging on the corner with nothing to do. Now you have nerve telling me about myself when you have empty pockets on the right and emptier pockets on the left. You know who I'm talking about, right? Now, ain't no need for disses just because I ignore your hisses. I'll treat you like a mister if you treat me like a missus. Don't get mad because I don't reply when you say hi. I'll just keep walking by. You know what I'm talking about. You do it every day. You want the attention, but be attent on what you say. A sister wants respect nowadays. You think you're cute with a beeper and a Malcolm X hat? Well, I don't think Malcolm X would speak to a sister like that. He would know that we're dignified, full of pride, classified, unsimplified, and refined. He would have also stated that we're educated, complicated, understated, underrated, and underestimated. We're undemanding, understanding, but still unrespected. So, my brown bag drinking, BMW driving, 1,000 gold chain wearing, wanna be down with culture brother. When you see us walking by and you say hi, don't get mad because we don't reply. It's just something in our culture that we miss. I know Nefertiti and Isis wasn't treated like this. Oh, you don't see my crown, but I do come down from a long line of kings and queens. Just think of me as royalty in jeans. But really, what do you expect? Because you're not giving us sisters any respect. My next poem is about a generation which I was not a part of, but is a part of me. It's about a man named Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. He was assassinated before I was born, but he still lives on with me. Too young to have seen his glory, too old to not know his name, too young to be part of history, too black to not know his pain. Deprived of his presence because I was not there. I know him in fantasy from what I see and what I hear. What makes one a leader? What made him the king? Could you have had the vision? Could you have been like him? Questions I must ask, for I am just a child. Teach me of his power and why my people cried. I know there's more to him, even more than what he's seen. He must have had a hidden knowledge to have had such a dream. He told us of this mountain and the climb that we must take. His death was our rebirth, and for his dream we stayed awake. He did not get there with us, but I know he's waiting there, atop the highest mountain, with freedom in the air. I know I'll never see him, but if I look up in the sky, the brightest thing I see will be the gleam in Martin's eye. Too young to have seen his glory, too old to not know his name, too young to be part of history, too black to not know his pain. Thank you.
A lovely performance from a sweet lady, Lisa Frederick, doing respect and a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King on CultureShare. Once again, we're appealing to you to get in contact with your consulate and your various tourist boards so that CultureShare can get into the various islands so that we can get additional footage to enhance our presentation for you. We'd love that. Don't be afraid. Get on their case, because I know you need the footage from the various islands, and we'll all be quite happy because, you see, a better production means a better program, and it means better viewing. And it's always great to have you looking at the program. We'll be right back. Our next performer was singing Calypso since as a boy back in 1929, when I still was in Shut-Eye country. He's no pretender. He don't pretend when he's singing Calypso. He's a stalwart and a bad in the business. We caught him down at the Golden Pavilion, and he says that them fellas these days don't make Calypso like he used to make them before. Here is Pretender.
Lie, lie, love, 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 love. People always talking, but plenty of them don't know, and that is why they're always criticizing the true giants of Kaiso. But like they forgetting the old pretty summer great Kaisos I sang universally. In New York they start the Hall of Fame, but they couldn't leave out the great Pretender's name. I've been singing Kaiso from a little boy since 1929. Always have proper lyrics and don't talk about sweet music. Good rendition, rhythm and rhyme. And year after year, pretty always there. The facts you can't ignore. I am very sure they don't make them like me anymore. Like let it. When I jump in the ring, boy, I fuss them fellas. Could I really sing? Them was the mouthpiece, the chronicle, always defending the rights of poor people. Oh yes, we break away and let go, but they used to sing things that people should know. We didn't have no records or radio, is you had to prove yourself singing Kaiso. Men like Douglas Lyon Attila, Radio Brawler Beginner, Caressa and the Great Executor, Muncie Daly Albany, King Irie Normandy, Mentor and Modern Inventor, Tiger Unknown and Invader, Unknown Soldier and Rascasa, Destroyer and the Great Kitchener. But as I said before, they don't make them like me anymore. This is something you ought to know. It's over 6 decades I sing in Kaiso. They change up Kaiso in all form and fashion, but I still remain a true Kaisonian. Oh yes, I love me soca and up-tempo, but me in line go true Kaiso. I want you to keep these names in your head. some good Calypsonians, both living or dead. Viking Zebra, mighty killer, Melody Terror, the great spoiler, Striker Ziegfeld and Conqueror, Superior Cypher, the great sparrow, Blakey Briner, Boomer Christo, Shorty Juke Rose and Valentino. Sniper Relator, Explainer Brigo, Funny Francine, Gypsy and Maestro, Stalin Chalk Dust, Shadow Swallow, Composer Engren and Power I can't ignore, but they don't make them like me anymore. Now everywhere I go, people want to know what go really happen to Calypso. I told them that I may be dead and gone, but sweet soak and Calypso bound to live on. When some of we big boys get wiped off the map, there are plenty good young singers to fill the gap. So who hear the name, I hope they ain't ball. It's too much of good Calypsonian to call, like Tambu Baran, David Rodder, Rootsman Screnter, Dennis Plummer, Sugarlows, Merchant Luther Crow, Johnny King, Crazy All-Rounder, Posa Bali, Pink Panther, Little Natasha, Marshall Montano, Ebony Contender, the Lambo, Super Blue Protector, the Fausto, Watchman G.B.T.V, Rio Alberto, Kenny J. Lady B, and Eastlyn R. But they don't make them like me anymore. Friends, I was bound to come back because I heard the tumultuous rounds of applause. It's very gratifying to know you appreciate pretty Calypso. I love to sing for people with intelligence, and you are such a beautiful audience. Believe me, friends, this ain't old talk. I love the Calypso fans in New York.
You know, the thing that saddens me really is to think, would the children that have been born in New York of West Indian parentage be able to enjoy or appreciate this kind of culture? It's a big question. It saddens me to think, because I see a negative answer down the road. This is real, sweet Calypso in the truest form, from the Pretender, the true extempo king in the olden days, till Gypsy came along and he's the contemporary king. But it's always a great pleasure to have Pretty on CultureShare. We'll be back. Okay, I'm in an action mood now. Time for some tempo on the program. Time to shake it down. This is the music of Chandelier with Ronnie McIntosh, who is the son of the late great arranger Art Decoto. Here he is doing Bacchanal Time on CultureShare. Move it, brother!
Ring the dang the day, feeling fine, I want to wine. Look the mud band coming down, jamming with it to the song. It's a feeling to blow your mind, yes. Look the mud band coming down, hear the rhythm on the drum. They start from Juve, hey, going all day, hey. That's the kind of mass them young women love to play. Little clothes, hey, plenty mud. Kind of jam them young woman really love. Mama, when you see them coming out Juve morning,
It's Bacchanal time.
Bidding themselves in mud and they're digging nothing.
It's bacchanal time.
If you see how they have the whole crowd just shaking.
It's bacchanal time.
Everybody love the mud, but they're afraid of touching. They come out to shake,
Shake,
they come out to wine,
wine,
they come out to jam,
jump,
and have a good time in the session. Watch out them women shake,
shake,
they come out to wine,
wine,
they come out to jam,
jump,
and have a good time. All them women fine,
fine, fine.
Come on, Master John, the line is bacchanal time.
Yeah.
Session right, session bright.
Looking for the middle sun to win the competition.
Rainbow colors shining bright. Yeah, yeah.
Looking for the middle sun to win the competition.
Competition time is a big, big line. Them women just carry on having a good time. When they reach the stage, it is formal line. In front and behind them woman they start to whine. Mama, 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 see them coming.
It's bacchanal time.
Cocking up the leg and doing some of everything.
It's bacchanal time.
Well, they're bending, yes, they're bending, shaking the body.
It's bacchanal time.
Swinging the boom, see in front me and Ronnie. They come out to shake,
Shake,
they come out to wine,
wine,
they come out to jam. In the session, watch all them women shaking. Yes, the whining,
wine,
I say they go jam.
jam.
All them women fine.
Fine, fine, fine.
Come on, join me.
It's bacchanal time.
Hey, bacchanal. Hey, hey. Ding, 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 dang, da, day. Hey,
Ring it down, down, day.
That's dope, man.
Oh, are we on?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you caught me off there, gentle. Woo, that was some action there from the Chandelier doing Bacchanal Time live at the Sunshine Awards. Great presentation there. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Seventh-day Adventist organization for having us at the great show they had last week Sunday in commemoration of Black History Month. It was great for you to invite us, and we'd like to say thank you to the audience who made sure that they supported CultureShare in a way that would ensure that we continue to stay on the air. That's it for this week on CultureShare. I am Harold PYSADEE. It was great having you, keeping you company too. Don't forget to join us again next week. Have a great time, be good, keep on the bright side, and we go to Barbados now to get some of that fly fish and cuckoo with Gabby doing chicken and rum. Later.
All right. How we going? All right. Woo! Hey! La 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 la. Ibademelo. Hey. Well, my name is Danny Boy. Somebody do it. Hey. Well, my name is Ronnie. Don't mistake me for Branny. I got big authority in the ministry. Well, I am a fella, as healthy as ever. Still they blaming me for the chicken catastrophe. Chicken and ram, chicken and ram. I don't give a damn. I love my chicken and ram. Chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest could scram. Give me chicken and ram. Chicken and ram. I don't give a damn. I love my chicken and ram. Chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest could scram. Give me chicken and ram. Bill Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. Some was good, some get fed, some was alive, most was dead. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Well, look at me, Ronnie. I don't want no money as long as chicken and liver inside my belly.
And if the chicken sick, got swell head and gall, it don't bother me at all. I eat in the feathers and all. Alright, chicken and ram, chicken and ram. I don't give a damn, I love my chicken and ram. Chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest could scram, give me chicken and ram. Chicken and ram, chicken and ram. I don't give a damn, I love my chicken and ram. We're chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest could scram, give me chicken and ram. Well, old MacDonald had a farm, and that farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. Some was good, some get tread, some was alive, most was dead. Old MacDonald had a farm. People start to panic, boy. People start to panic, setting false alarm, saying I eat dead chicken from McDonald farm. Who didn't have no license to operate on the spot. And if the chicken rot, I still pushing it in the pot. Look, chicken and ram, chicken and ram. I don't give a damn, I love my chicken and ram. The chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest go scram, give me chicken and ram. Me chicken and ram, chicken and ram. I don't give a damn, I love my chicken and ram. Me chicken and ram, chicken and ram. All the rest go scram, give me chicken and ram. Now what the hell, all ya?